So, welcome to the show, Kirby Scofield. Got you here.
Yep.
Awesome. How's things, man? How's life?
Making it busier every day, 1% better a day. Every day is that someone offers something like this. I'm like, okay, let's go.
What motivates you to that 1% every day?
Just things through life, 1% a day. If you continuously do it versus trying to do one big thing, then it'll accumulate to a big windfall as it over time goes.
Was there a life experience that turned you on to that methodology?
When it comes to real estate, I'd say I started in the game just like everybody else, showing up at 10, going home at lunch, basically, and showing back up at 2 and being heavy from lunch, and then going back to lunch. And I realized, wait, what am I doing? And first, the career before, which was 8 to 5. So I said, just do one thing extra a day. And then it was just through a whole bunch of like self-help books, stuff like that. The 1%, if you just have 1% versus trying to get, I'm going to do 20% better next year. That's too much. Like just 1% a day versus I'm going to do 20% better next year. Cause will you ever get to that year? It's kind of like 12-week year. Have you ever heard that book?
Oh, yeah.
So we go off that book. So that's kind of the same thing.
To me, it's exhausting. And again, being in sales, we all have ADHD to some extent, right? And it's exhausting if you time block. I can't do that in being in sales. A lot of people can, God bless them. And I've tried it for years. You put it in your Outlook calendar, Gmail, and you're like, okay, from 8 to 10, I'm going to make calls. But instead of that, it's before I put my head down on my pillow to go to sleep, I'm going to have 75 meaningful conversations with people.
Mine so I got 10X Planner during COVID from Grant Cardone. And what I put in there is, and he has it, you kind of set it up the same way as like on the right side's all the goals, your targets, 5 years, 1 year, 1 month, and I write it every day. And then left side is the set appointments. But then if there's time between those appointments and I'm alive, I'm going to fill it. And that's it. And you scribble. A lot of people, all my chicken scratches I have everywhere, but then they all go into that book every day, no matter what. Yeah. So the next day, when I wake up every morning, I fill it out. And then I'm taking everything I didn't finish that last day. It doesn't mean you don't get to it. You still get to it. And you just keep doing them. If you have the time to, I'm always one that's, if I go to sleep or I wake up next day and feel like crap, I should have done that. I could have done that because I took time doing this or watching TV or doing something unproductive. Like, get your ass in gear and just do it. You could have done it. You're
one of the most driven guys I've ever met in my entire life.
I'm cocky to that.
I know that you wake up out of bed every morning like, I'm going to destroy today.
I'm pissed if I didn't do something I could have the day before.
Why? Because most people, too self-absorbed, they overthink things, they don't act on things.
I was a little kid when I was born. I was premature, like 2 months. Little incubator and copper tubes in me. And like when I was a little kid, they always said, and we lived in Southern California, we moved to Northern California because I had really bad allergies. And the doctors always said that he's only going to be able to do so much, maybe like a bubble boy. I like sports. So I said, fuck that. My parents let me do whatever I wanted to do. If they say, if you feel you can do it, do it. So I've always been one, because everybody, and I was smaller, I didn't grow till like after high school. I was like 5'3" when I graduated and like 120 pounds. I didn't hit puberty till I was like 17. And so like everything's been even though I was doing, my first business was at 12, as far as natural body and maturity and hormones and everything, it all came later. But everybody was always see me as that little kid, even in sports, everything, and would say I'd have to prove myself always. And if I did prove myself, I always knew they'd look at me like, yeah, he can't do this. And my mom always said, like, never tell Kirby he can't do anything.